Okay, hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to JFD Brokers Traders Tea Time with me, Darius Lunchauskas. Today is the 25th of June 2018, so welcome everyone. Welcome to this Monday session. We're gonna have a quick look at the markets today, what's happening with them right now, and what levels to watch out for. But before we do that, let's quickly have a read through our risk disclaimer. So the content of this webinar does not constitute investment advice or investment recommendation and does not in any way constitute an invitation to acquire any financial instrument or product. As always, a few seconds for you to read the rest and we can continue. Also, a very quick reminder of our JFD Brokers research page here, where you can go in and have a look at different analysis that we do on a daily basis. We throw out different trading shoutouts. Of course, our daily analysis that we produce every morning. So, yep, feel free to check us out, and I think you can find something useful for yourselves here. But for now, let's quickly have a look at the market. So the first one I want to touch on is a few indices, of course, initially, and then I'm going to jump into the FX. So for now, looking at the FTSE 100 here, and well, talk about a selling day. So I mean, talk about some sort of choppiness here. So basically today we already managed to kind of get rid of all the gains that we had on Friday here, so it's almost an identical candle that we're seeing here on the daily chart. For now we can see that the index continues to trade here within this falling wedge formation, so keep a close eye on the lower side of it. Of course, for us to kind of take a position here, we would need to see some sort of a break here through either of the sides first, and but for now we're just going to continue monitoring it. We can see that currently the price is currently stuck here. Well, sorry, the rate is currently stuck here at around 75.65 mark, so this area kind of acts as a good area of support for now. Certainly slightly below that we do have the lower side of the falling wedge, which could also slow down the index from dropping, but to be honest, if we're gonna get a close below this lower side of the wedge, then well, it is opening the path towards these levels here. The first one, first good one to watch is the 74.90, and then of course keep an eye on the 200 EMA here, shown as the black line. On the upside, if this lower side of the wedge is going to hold, well, we could end up moving back up again, and of course start looking at these levels again, the 76.10, and then of course probably now keep a close eye on this new level. Let me just quickly highlight that one, and this is the level that we could be watching as well, the 76.90, approximately there, marked by the highs of last Friday. So good area to watch as well. If we get a nice break here to the upside, we could start testing the upper side of the wedge. So for now, let's keep on monitoring this one, and let's see what it wants to do with the wedge here. Looking at the DAX, and the DAX is selling off here, breaking this level that I was talking about earlier this morning, and actually I was mentioning this last week as well. So the 12,450, we can see that it broke it to the downside. Let's keep a close eye today on today's close, and let's see where it wants to close today. Yep, certainly if we get a nice reversal back to the upside and we close above the 12,450, we could see this one getting higher again, maybe even actually testing the 12,600 level. But for now, of course, this is looking more bearish than bullish, and we could end up moving here towards this good level of support here at around 12,300. So keep a close eye on this one. Certainly below that we do have some good levels as well. A good one to watch here would be this level right here at around 12,150. So for now, just keep on monitoring the 12,300, of course, but probably first keep looking at the 12,450. Let's see where the rate is going to close today. Looking at the DXY, and so the dollar index is moving lower here today. We can see that it managed to get a touch here of this 21 EMA here, shown as the yellow line. It acted as a good area of support, and from which from which the bulls kind of took control here a little bit and managed to push it back up. But certainly we can see that the bears continue to dominate the day overall, and we're currently trading here below this 94.55 mark, this key area of support that recently got broken. And of course now all eyes are on this upwards moving trend line here that has been running since mid-April, so keep a close eye on this one. If we get a break below, and especially get a close below this 21 EMA, we could end up seeing this one moving towards this trend line for a quick test. If we get a close below that trend line, well, I mean, this could be looking bad for the dollar index, and we could see this one dropping maybe even towards these lows that we had here in the beginning of June. So the 93.20 could be a good area to watch, but certainly before we start considering this, we need to see a nice close here below this upwards moving trend line. So for now, keep a close eye on it. On the upside, well, I mean, if this suddenly reverses back up, we need to see a nice close above the 95.15. 95.15 proved to be a very good area of resistance. We can see that the price didn't manage to, it managed to pierce through this, but always closed below that level. So keep a close eye on the 95.15. Good area to watch. If we get a nice close above this, then this could open the path towards higher levels. Let's have a look at a few pairs now, and the euro. The first one is the euro dollar, of course, and well, moving higher today. Let's say it like that. And we broke the well, let's put it this way. This morning when I was talking about this one, and it was trading below this 116.500, I told you guys to keep a close eye on this one, on the 116.500. If suddenly we get a reversal back up here, certainly we could start aiming the 21 EMA. This is what actually happened now, and certainly for now, this 21 EMA is going to act like some sort of a magnet, but if we get a nice close here above, then well, the next area to watch could be this 117.250. Now certainly a break above that and a close above that opens the path towards this key area of resistance at around 118.400. So good area to watch, guys. Certainly, but for that, for the 118.400, we would need to see a nice strong move and a close above the 117.250. So keep an eye on this one. For now, this is looking more bullish than bearish, and yeah, keep a close eye on this 21 EMA as this is probably going to be the indicator, the main indicator for today. Let's have a look at the Euro Aussie, another Euro pair, and Euro Aussie is moving higher today as well. So we can see that the Australian currency is slightly weaker against the European currency. So obviously now testing this 157.550 mark continues to prove itself as a very good area for resistance. Certainly for now, all eyes are on this little area here between the 157.750 and the 157.55 mark, so keep a close eye on it. If we get a nice break above these two levels, we need to see a nice close here above the 157.750 in order to kind of consider higher levels. And on the upside, we do have this good area of resistance at around 158.900. Certainly you can see also that this coincides with this trend line, this long-term upwards moving trend line that has been running here since around February 2017. So very good area to watch, but for that one we would need to see a nice close here above the 157.750 in order to kind of start considering a hit of that area. We can see that also the 157.750 coincides with this 100 EMA here shown as the green line. So basically that would be like a double confirmation here if we could get a nice close above this level. So of course confirmation for the upside. So for now, like I said, keep on monitoring this area. Certainly if we're not gonna break it today, this could be something for tomorrow or maybe Wednesday. So for now, just keep monitoring it. If suddenly this reverses back down and we get a close below this 50 EMA here shown as the red line, I mean, stay cautious here. We might see maybe a bit of a retracement here to the downside excuse me, maybe towards this 156.200 level. Now also, if we do get a retracement back down on this one, well, stay sharp here, because if we draw here a small little support line here, we could see maybe, like I said, like a test of this area. We could see maybe like a move lower here, but then again, for now, judging by this price action, of course, this is looking more bullish than bearish. Looking at the Euro CAD as well, and Euro CAD is within this, you can see that it's within this short-term rising channel formation, so currently getting held here by this 100 EMA shown here as a green line. The next potential stop for this one, if this continues to push higher, the next potential stop could be this 155.950 mark. A very good area to watch here. Also slightly above that, we do have the upper side of this channel, which could also act as a good area of resistance, initial resistance of course. But if we start breaking all of this to the upside and we get out of this channel through the upper side, then, well, keep a close eye on the 157.200 level. 157.200 has been marked here by the highs that we had, here in April. So on the 25th of April to be more specific. So these are the highs here that we had. Could be a good area to watch, but only if we get a nice break here through the upper side of the channel. On the downside, if this 100 EMA continues to hold, well, still stay sharp. We could maybe get a continuation tomorrow or maybe Wednesday. But if this reverses to the downside, let's say, and for us to become more kind of bearish in this one, we would need to see a nice close here below the 154.450 in order to kind of start considering a move here lower, maybe a move here towards this lower side of the channel. Let's quickly touch on GBP USD. Now GBP USD is pushing higher here. Certainly the GBP USD is not pushing higher as much as the euro dollar, but nevertheless we're currently seeing this daily candle as a positive one, and it's aiming here towards this area right here that I've had slightly readjusted, guys, from this morning. So this morning I was talking about the 133.40, but then again I had to kind of readjust it here a little bit. I believe that this could be a more important level to watch, the 133.10. Very good area of resistance, certainly coincides here with the 21 EMA. So if we do get a nice move here above and a close above this 133.10, well, it opens the path and it opens the door towards these higher levels that we've got here. We've seen here on the 7th of June. So initial good level to watch here is around 134.70. So keep a close eye on this one. Also slightly not far from the upper side of the Bollinger Band. Good target to watch. On the downside, well, we would need to see a nice reversal here back down here. And of course, for us to become more bearish on this one, we would need to see a nice close below the 132.05 mark in order to kind of consider a potential move, of course, towards this upwards moving trend line that has been running here for quite a while, since around January 2017. So watch out for these two levels, guys. A break of which could indicate a further direction, a near-term further direction. Let's have a quick touch on USD JPY now, and USD JPY is balancing here nicely on this upwards moving trend line that has been running since around end of March, and certainly all eyes are on this. If we do get a nice break here below, and especially a close below this line, and of course if I'll zoom in a little bit here, you can see that if we get a nice close below this 50 EMA as well, I mean, this could turn out to be ugly for this pair, and we could see maybe a drop here further. Certainly good levels here, good small levels of support to watch here, the 109.200, and then of course the 109 itself level. But I mean, if we do get a nice close here below this upwards moving trend line and below the 50 EMA, well, I mean, this could end up moving even lower. So a good level to watch here could be this 108.100, marked here by the lows that we had here on the 29th of May. So good level to watch, but for that, like I said, we would need to see a nice close here below these two lines here, the upwards moving trend line and the 50 EMA. On the upside, well, if this suddenly reverses back to the upside, and if we get back above this 109.850 level, then this could be maybe seen as a slightly more bullish sign than a bearish one. So we could maybe see another test of this 200 EMA, and we can see that recently kind of it continues to act as a nice magnet here, and it continues to kind of attract the price, attract the rate, sorry, of this USD JPY towards it. So of course, if we get a nice move back above the 109.850, then we could consider the a touch of the 200 EMA again. Okay guys, I will have to wrap it up here. Unfortunately, I'm running out of time as always, but if you found it useful, I'm very happy for it, and I hope you would join me tomorrow as well. First, of course, for my Traders Espresso at 6 o'clock GMT time, 7 o'clock British Summer Time, and of course later on for my Traders Tea Time at the same time as today. But for now, probably guys, I'll have to say thank you very much for watching and listening, and bye-bye.